And he'd been beat up his whole life about this shit. Also, I gave him McDonald's before, and I think his wife was super pissed at me, and I was like, you give him a salad. No, and he gets really like crushing migraines, but you know, people that are going to call bullshit on that, we're talking about fucking UFOs. If you're going to call bullshit on a migraine, what are you even listening for?
I didn't feel like it was bullshit.
It wasn't
I felt
bullshit.
like the whole thing was, it was uncomfortable for him for sure, but it didn't seem like he was lying. But, you know, look, there's some people that are really good at liars. But usually when you're really good at lying, you lie about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a consistency in people's lives. And the deeper I got in, chilling with his mom, chilling with his family, chilling with friends that have known him forever, new friends, every single person. And he doesn't talk to them about UFOs, by the way. Like all that. He never talks about that. Just normal life situations.
Right.
The one thing they all said to me, Bob wouldn't waste his fucking time with making up a story, and he'd probably make up a better one. That in the rest, he would. And Bob always says that. He goes, "Man, I wish I could fill the voids for people." He goes, "It's a horrible fucking story, but it happens to be what happened."
Right.
If I was making one up, he goes, "Man, I got some other cool ideas." Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Of course. And also, it's like if you're a liar, you generally lie a lot. Like liars don't just lie one time in their life, and then you catch them. They're inconsistent. Like he was lying long before there was an internet. I mean, excuse me, he was telling the story long before there was an internet. So if he was lying, like in the late 80s, like there would be inconsistencies in his story. Like he would forget how he said it. He would fuck something up, or
dude, for the research I did for the documentary, like I told him, you got to give me full access to your life, dude. Like boxes, whatever. Don't open them. Let me get all your tapes, everything. I was so shocked. Like people, if they're trying to hide something, they're real careful around you. You know, just that was not my experience. But here's my other thing: is like, do we have to believe any one single person to understand that this is
no?
Yeah, this is a real phenomenon.
No, but he's one of the more interesting cases because if he's telling the truth, that means that the government has been working on these things for decades and decades, and that they have gotten themselves in this pickle where they can't publicly disclose what they know and what they have access to because they've had all these people work on these things secretly, and they sort of have a long history of hiding information.
Right. Now think about this, right? Like I've been down this path myself mentally. I happen to know that I happen to trust that there was a reverse engineering project separate from Lazar and everything he told us, right? There's a separate thing from a Russian UFO crash that dealt with laser weaponry. There was a derivative exploitation project on the laser as a weapon. I know somebody that worked in that program. I feel it to be a true story. Imagine the derivative technologies that you could get from something like highly advanced, just working on it. You're not going to be able to make a UFO because the material science, we haven't caught up yet how to perfectly layer atoms to make the
metallurgy.
Yeah. We will one day have that ability. But our material science is what I think holds us up from like making a craft, right? But what can we learn from one of these pieces of technology? And my understanding is a fucking shit ton of derivative technologies have come from looking at these advanced materials.
That was always the assertion. That was the thing that the American Computer Company, do you remember them?
I've heard a lot of stories that they've leaked things to private industry. I mean, fuck, I would do that.
This is
UFO
weird.
landing is fact, not fantasy, the Russians insist.
This is 1989.
From 1989, the New York Times.
So
wow.
Read the beginning of this.
I like Jamie just goes, this is weird.
It's not a joke, nor a hoax, nor a sign of mental instability, nor an attempt to drum up local tourism by drawing the curious, the Soviet press agency TASS insisted today in discussions of what it called an extraterrestrial visit to southern Russia. Residents of the city of, how do you say that? Voronezh. How do you say it?
I don't know. You did good.
Voronezh?
I don't know, man.
It's Voronezh. Good luck with that. Insisted today that lanky, three-eyed extraterrestrial creatures had indeed landed in a local park and gone for a stroll, and that a seemingly fantastic report about the event carried Monday by the official press agency TASS was absolutely true. It was not an optical illusion. said Lieutenant Sergei A. Matveyev of the Verona, however you say that, district police station, who said in a telephone interview that he saw the landing of the UFO on September 27th. Lieutenant Matveyev confessed that he had not actually seen the aliens,